like
He's got the boots with the fur.
Yeah.
He don't got the apple bottom jeans to go with them. So
I am stunned, but these are the weird, crazy, strange things that I thought you would like. So if the price is low enough, I might pick it up just because
I think it's 75.
Damn it.
Won't say I'm never going to buy this mold, because if they come out with the Ricochet or Stepper, I might. Welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And we've got a ton of stuff for you. We got stuff revealed. We've got stuff coming out. So it's going to be a good one today. But why don't we take a moment to say, go to thechosenprime.com and buy anything that you see on here on there. I think almost everything we talk about will be on there eventually. So go check them out.
Yes. And with that, we also want to thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. It really does help us and the channel out. And really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we appreciate you for joining us on this journey. So let's start off with some TFcon news. So the first thing is Frank Welker. I think he's Optimus, right?
Really?
Just
is that what we're going to start off with already?
Hey, it made me laugh, and that's all I care. So obviously Megatron and Optimus are both going to be at TFcon, along with Rampage and Six Shot and a few other ones that I'm not
Prowl and Scepter and Snarl.
Yeah, and I think Bumblebee, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that's really cool. So you'll be able to get him. The tickets will be sold separately, just like Optimus, on Sunday. So I don't know if it's going to be a joint thing with him and Optimus, or it's going to be Megatron. I wouldn't doubt it if they do Megatron separate from Optimus, so they have to get your wallets twice. But either which way, this is really cool.
Yeah, and Frank is only going to be there on Sunday, so during Sunday. So that is the ticker or the kicker on that. I think what they're trying to really do though is probably make it so you have to get the weekend pass.
it would make sense. So that's pretty cool though. I'll be happy to see the pictures of you meeting him, because I think I've said in the show I'm not a voice actor guy.
I'm honestly not either, but I think this 40-year thing is really hitting me. It's definitely showing my age as well. So I think I'm trying to figure out if I do maybe a shirt with all a lot of the G1 characters on there.
You know what would be really cool is to get a cup and have them all sign the cup. Like with the straw, that way you could continue to use it. I've seen people do that at Disneyland with the characters, and it's a cool way to have signatures. That's something that will last.
Yeah. So
that you'd use daily.
Yeah, can't wash it.
Well, they have ones that you can take the paper out of them.
Okay.
And then you can print it out, whatever you want, and then you could sign that, and then you put it inside. I still probably wouldn't wash it, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah, we went on a tangent, so let's get back on track.
Stay tuned for Bobby's Transformer Goblet. Yeah. Let's move into some Transformers Reactivate news. So we're not going to be getting anything else for the rest of the year as far as news about this, which again isn't very surprising because it's the 8th or 9th by the time you guys see this. So again, I wasn't expecting much, but it looks like they are changing to the Unreal Engine 5. I don't know much about gaming softwares, so I'm assuming that's a step up.
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know what all that means as well. Maybe it's faster, better graphics, whatever. It's supposed to be better. So in all retrospects, it will be a better game, at least whatever Unreal Engine 5 does that I guess Unreal Engine 4 it doesn't, but it does mean that we're going to have to hold off a little bit longer, and oh well.
Yeah, I don't even see this coming out next year now. It's probably coming out in 2025, so we will see. But with that, let's get into what is just announced. Now, it was the Cybertron Fest 2023, so that was in Singapore, I believe. Yeah, so they showed off some cool stuff. So let's start off with something directly for Bobby, and that is the Origin Wheeljack. So this is a Voyager, and I know you're really excited for it, so why don't you take the stage?
Oh man, this is actually where I made the mistake. One of our early shows when they released the Jazz, and I was just like, I don't remember that alt mode, and from the very first episode, and this is the figure that I was thinking about and I was looking for. So I'm really excited to be getting this. Yeah, it's in bot mode. It doesn't look. I mean, those look like he has some leg warmers on and some leg weights and stuff like that.
He's got the boots with the fur.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely does. But I mean, it still looks cool. I really like the alt mode. The bot mode is going to be what it is. I'm actually okay with it. It's definitely not it doesn't look like there's gaps or waffles on the inner leg, so instant buy for me.
Yeah. I think the alt mode looks great. I think it's cool. The bot mode suffers from everything like the Studio series, where they tried to make the alt mode so perfect that the bot mode suffers. I'm going to be skipping this. I don't think it's much of a surprise. I have no connection to this Wheeljack, and I really don't like those boots with the fur. He don't got the apple bottom jeans to go with them. So let's move on to the next thing that we saw that Hasbro. Did that catch you off guard?
When you said the boots with the fur, that caught me off guard. But then you're gonna complete the song. That is hilarious. And yeah,
always on my toes. All right. So they also showed off Titan class Tidal Wave. I'm very disappointed with the color scheme. I knew this is the color scheme I was going to go on. I'm going to be skipping this for the green one that will come out eventually. I'll buy it, and honestly, I would just get Fans Hobbies. We know it's going to be more fun, bigger, and better. This thing's going to be probably about $200, if not more. Fans Hobbies is going to be the same amount, except better. So, I hate that it doesn't have the green. That's, just like that Unicron we looked at. When the Unicron, I guess I'm a green guy. Because when the Unicron didn't have the green as well, I was out. And this one, same thing. The head looks good, though.
I am stunned. But with that being said, I do expect you to pick up every Fans Hobby color that they come out with.
Yeah. And honestly, I probably will. And that's why I'm not buying this. I don't need... when they come out with the green one, when Hasbro has the green head and the green arms, because that's the toy I had as a kid. Full disclosure, I don't remember this guy in the anime at all. I don't remember the anime at all. The first time I watched it, I think at TFcon with you put it on, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this. I was way too young to remember that. So the green one is the one I want. That's the one from when I was a kid, and I will buy that when Hasbro comes out with it. But this purple version, I will gladly get the better of the two. And it's sad that it's not Hasbro.
I think I'll pick this up.
Really? Oh wow.
I think.
Well, and what I'm saying that now, in 6 months when I see it at a Target, might be a different story. Yeah. Just gonna be honest.
Yeah, I think I might pick this up because I did skip out on the Megatron from Hasbro, so it's kind of a maybe I'll get it, and then maybe I'll feel guilty for not picking up the Megatron, or I'll skip it and wait for the Fans Hobby, which I did pick up the Megatron and the Galvatron from the Fans Hobby versions. So
yeah, I've never seen them as going together with him and Megatron. I know that's a feature of the original toys, but honestly, that seemed like an afterthought.
Oh, so them using the same mold, so
exactly. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I say all of that, and I'll still probably pick it up. If somebody was to buy this for me, for my birthday or something, I wouldn't be disappointed. It's just like it's not Tidal Wave to me. But then again, there I go. I'm gonna give him a new name and make him Tidal Wave's brother or something. So let's keep moving on. YOLO Park showed off stuff. There was a lot of images of it. We're not going to get into all of them. We've talked about, I think, every single thing that they showed off before. So you can find the images if you want to. 3.0 also showed off some stuff. Again, not much new stuff besides a few things that we're going to be talking about. So the first thing is a Premium Plus DOTM Optimus Prime. So this is going to be 19 inches tall, and it's from a new line called the Premium Plus. It's a subline, so they're going to be the big ones. They're 17 inches or more, and they have a larger price tag. I don't think we have a price on this yet. It is an entirely new sculpt, even though it looks like the last one. It's more screen accurate with better paint and diecast. This is huge. Like this is a whole display on itself, and I think it's pretty cool. Not for me, but I think if I was to see this in somebody's collection, I would be impressed.
I think it looks. I'm gonna take a line out of your book. It looks good for what it is. It's not gonna be in my collection either, but it's very impressive. It is really, really impressive. I just don't like that Prime. Didn't like that movie, so I will be skipping it. But I think this would be great for people who like this Prime and like the movies and the Bayverse stuff. I think this would be the way I would go if I did.
Yeah. I almost wish I would never buy it, but I almost wish the two side things, like they look like shields, were sold separately, because those would look really cool behind some bots. You know what I mean? Just as like random Cybertronian architecture. All right, let's keep moving on. They showed off an MDLX G1 Jazz prototype, as well as Skywarp and Thundercracker colored images. So I think all these look great. Again, I'm not going to be picking them up, but I do like them. That Jazz is very unique.
Jazz rules, okay?
Yeah, well, you're going to say that 3 times in this video. The Jazz doesn't really look like Jazz without the colors, besides the head. You know what? You get what I mean?
He looks more like a Gundam figure, or like
all of these look like Gundams,
or like a Robotech. But I mean, like Jazz in particular, and again, maybe seeing it in color would be different. But this looks like a straight Gundam to me, or Robotech.
Besides the head.
Yeah.
I agree, but they look good. So if you guys do collect these, let us know in the comments below. And let us know how they are. They look cool, though.
They do. If I hit the lottery, I swear I'd be on them.
Yeah, and I think if you hit the lottery, you'd be on this next one, too, because I think you really like this character, and that is Mirage from Rise of the Beasts.
You're lucky I'm thirsty, because I'd throw this water on you right now, even if it would only hit my computer screen.
Well, that'd be an expensive FU to me. Anyways, I don't remember him being so curvy.
It's the Mirage.
Like, he has a very, it's cinched in waist. So, I don't know. It looks good. Again, I'm going to take one out of my book as well. Looks good for what it is. The paint looks great. The weathering looks great. It's just not for me. It doesn't look like a Transformer.
You know what? I'm gonna be positive here. I swear, I think, had they not named this character Mirage, I would probably be happier with this character. You know, just take something, create something else, whatever, or have a backstory that he picked up the name Mirage. It's Mirage 2. It's the G3 version. I don't know, but I think I would have liked the character more, because all I kept thinking was, this is not Mirage. With that being said, I think this actually looks good. It's, again, not from my collection, but I think it actually looks good. As you said, the colors look great. The robotic features of it look good as well. You know, most of the movie figures I don't like because of the way the face looks and things like that. This one actually looks really good. The midsection, the feet, like the arms, everything looks really good on this, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Again, let us know if you guys collect these things. So let's move on to this. So this is Block Group's X-Transformers Golden Lagoon Yearbook Edition. I am still confused what these blocks groups are. Are they supposed to go with Legos? Because that's what I thought, but these don't look like Legos. Yeah. These definitely are not for me. I can see a lot of people liking them because they're kind of super deformed, but not super deformed. So, yeah. That's my 2 cents. I don't have much to say.
You know, I think about the Golden Lagoon episode, and it's like I just don't remember all these characters jumping into the Golden Lagoon. I mean, hell, pretty soon there's going to be a version of me and you in the Golden Lagoon colors, and so it's just like
stay tuned.
But yeah, it's just all these random characters that like I don't remember Long Haul in the Golden Lagoon. I could be wrong, but that's been something that's always been a bit much. Some of the characters, I think these look good for what they are. I don't know. I do not want to add that to my vocabulary. And again, if I had the money to go beyond what I collect now, I would probably pick these up just because they're representative of Transformers. I think they look good.
All right. Well, I wouldn't go that far because I wouldn't buy them even if I had unlimited money. But I'm very happy to everybody that likes them and happy to Bobby when he wins the lotto. Moving on, we've got Killer Bodies SGSD Prime. I think these are official. Yeah, they have the Hasbro mark at the bottom. So these are official. I don't believe they transform. But I think this would be a great place since Bobby's going to be doing the SD figures from now on for Bobby to start his non-transforming figure collection.
I saw these and actually didn't realize that these were the non-transforming figures. I thought they were actually the grade scaled color version of the grade figure we saw the last time we recorded, and I thought this was them, and I was like, oh, these look amazing if this is that transforming super deformed figure that we reviewed last show. Since it's not, I will not be picking these up because I still want my Transformers to transform. Even though I really do like the way that Shattered Glass Prime looks.
Yeah, the colors are spot on.
Yeah,
with both of these figures,
they look great. And again, if they transformed, I'd be all on them. So if we do get some of those that transform soon, I may be adding them to my collection.
Next, we've got Inter Milan Soccer Club and Paramount Plus presented a Transformer soccer jersey. It's already sold out online, but if they do get more, it'll be store.inter.it. Totally not for me. I am not a soccer fan. I'm not a sports fan in general. So I wouldn't pick this up to begin with. How about you, Bobby?
I'm not a football fan, so I would not be picking these up. But if I was a soccer fan, I would I'd probably be very interested. But it's probably the cost that's associated with it that would put me out as well. As much as I love
something I didn't look at.
Yeah, as much as I love Transformers and things, and I do have some shirts and stuff like that, I'm not paying an arm and a leg for a soccer jersey with Transformers on it.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we've got this. So this is Li Zhang's Hawk Warrior. So it's Air Razor. These are stills from a video. So the video will be linked in the description. I think this is the best looking one because it doesn't have to be Air Razor. It could be a unique character that you can get. And honestly, if this thing comes out and it's $30, I might pick it up. Especially if I could repaint it into stuff, but you know how my back catalog is. But I like this one. Honestly, this doesn't strike me as Air Razor, so I could make up a whole story behind it, even though the transformation is a bit lackluster.
I actually saw the video for this today, and I liked it. I would pick it up.
Yeah. It's the best looking one out of the bunch.
Yeah. I mean, again, if it was like $30, sold, maybe 35. I mean, I don't know what my limit would be, but I do like the way this looked. I like it in alt mode, bot mode, both look very good, and I think it would have a presence on my shelf, so I would pick this one up.
I agree. So I guess we don't have to talk too much about this because we both like it. Next, we've got a Fanstoys Universal stand that they're selling separately. This thing looks really cool, and I think you need to get about 5 or 6 of these.
I already have. These are actually pretty old. I actually have.
Oh, really? Oh, well, they must be doing a reissue of them then.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, because they have the white ones, and then they were selling these. I think they were like $30, $35 or something like that.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah. And the crazy thing was, I remember the first Fanstoys stand I bought, it had adapters for only certain figures, and so the universal stand was a little bit better because it of course could work with all of them. But that was the one thing. Or I remember when I got my my Phoenix, which is Jetfire, it came with this little piece, and I was just like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? And I had to buy a stand to go with it. So I wasn't really happy about that. But yeah, good to see that they're re-releasing these. Don't know if I'll be buying any more yet. They're already kind of maximizing the space in my cases now.
Well, they seem to be releasing a few things because they're also re-releasing Spoiler. So if you guys missed out on the first one, and now that they showed off a little bit more of Menasor, you can go ahead and get it. Yeah. How do you like this figure? Because I know you already have it.
Yes, I love the Stunticons. Lamborghinis are my favorite car, and so this was definitely a must when I started collecting the Stunticons. But the funny thing is that, again, I didn't realize how long that we had been waiting for the Stunticons to come out. Again, I paid the late tax. I got this figure maybe 2 years ago, and when I got it, I thought the other one, the other pieces were going to be coming, right around the corner. So people who have had this figure for years prior to even me having it, I can understand, the people being upset about it. The part that makes me curious is how many people who had this figure and just kind of gave up on Menasor ever coming out and sold it. Same with the Aerial Bots, and sold their copies, are going to have a little bit of remorse and then have to go back and purchase these.
Yeah, probably at a higher price.
Definitely at a higher price.
Yeah. So along the lines of reissues, MMC is also reissuing R43 Jizo. We're not going to comment on that name. And it is, I believe this is Helix. I could be wrong. Please let me know which Decepticon Justice Division member this is. And I was all in on these guys. And then just like the Menasor, this took like 3 or 4 years to come out. So I have the Electric Chair, the Sniper, and Tarn from MMC. But I'm probably still not going to be picking this up. I fell out of love with them. The concept's cool, but I'm just not terribly into this design, as strange and otherworldly as it is.
I have no connection to this character or to the group or at all, so I saw this and was just like, what is it? And I am surprised. I'm not surprised that you were in on these. If there's a group of them, again, I don't know about, but these are the weird, crazy, strange things that I thought you would like. So I am more surprised that you said you're out on these, especially knowing that you already have a few of them.
Well, it was a long time. I don't even have them displayed. I have one. I had Tarn up and I put them away, just because, like, I loved the concept of the Decepticon Justice Division. Didn't read any of the comics, and then I got 3 of them, and I'm like, okay, when's the next one coming out? And then it didn't come out forever, and then now this thing's like $200 retail, and I'm like, that's not worth it for a character that I'm about. If this was $100, sure, but it's a big boy. I get it, but it's just not for me.
Interesting. You'll have to show me what the others. Oh, well, you said you took them down. I was gonna say you have to show me what your.
Well, the Sniper is my favorite because it's a Target Master, but the Sniper's like this long. He's really cool. The Electric Chair again is cool because it's an electric chair. Tarn is Tarn. This doesn't really turn into anything really interesting or unique. It looks like a carrier, and neither does really the 5th one. So I don't mind not having them in my collection.
I'm passing.
This is all for Bobby. This is Unique Toys R06. No name, but this is Dino. So it is a new character, so you can't get mad at them for calling it like Swerve. But yeah, I think you should.
Jumper or something like that.
at least that would make sense. Honestly, if they were going to rename this, it'd be something like Brawn or something like that. Completely opposite, doesn't make sense, you know. But anyways, I think this looks good for what it is. I wouldn't be picking it up. I don't understand why they put this character in the movie when there were other characters that fulfilled his role. But yeah, he's cool for what he is.
I don't even remember him in the movie.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me. So moving on, we've got this. So DNA Toys is having another thing where you could go and say who this this is to get a free kit, but it's obviously Ape Link. So they're gonna have an upgrade set. I think it you know, I was gonna say something referencing a bad YouTube video that we're not gonna discuss. go look up bad naming Transformers and see if you guys find that video. It's pretty funny. Anyways, no. Ape Link is cool. I like that they referenced him, but again, I'm not buying an upgrade set.
I'm not buying the figure to have to purchase the
set
for. So
I guess that's step one that I neglected. I'm not buying the figure first. So yeah, but I'm happy to everybody that wants this and wants to fill everything out in their collection.
Honestly, I think this is so cool of DNA to be doing this, but it just sucks that you have to like all the stuff that you have to buy for add-ons to characters because it wasn't included in the character. That's the only downgrade about it. But I'm glad that DNA they put out some quality stuff.
They do. Next, we got Funby Studios. They did a blowtorch as well as a drill for Studio Series Brawn. So I'm assuming he used these in the cartoon, and you could replicate the scenes.
Yeah. The drill is, you know, I guess it's iconic for. I think it was only like one episode, but it's funny how I know Fanstoys theirs came with it. I didn't pick up any of the other MP size versions or third-party versions, but it's something that was really like on one episode, but it's like iconic for Brawn now. So it's cool. I do like these things. I wouldn't be purchasing it for my Studio Series though.
Yeah. Next, we got this, which is kind of cool. Since Bobby is a Legends dabbler, I think you should get it. This is Iron Factory's Kagemusha Bumaru, which is Shattered Glass Grimlock in the Samurai deco. And this thing looks really, really nice. I wish it was bigger because I'd rather have this Shattered Glass one versus the G1 MP that I currently have on pre-order that I might cancel because it's taking too long and I fell out of love with it. But this thing looks really cool.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, you don't want me to tell you how I really feel. But I like this. I like the hints of teal. They put it in a good place. The purple. And I like this. The cleavers turn into a sword that's very unique. And I don't think I've seen those weapons on any other Transformer. So if it was bigger, I would probably be picking this up. But it's not.
I saw this and was like, huh. Interesting. I'm not picking it up, but it does look good. I don't really care for the samurai idea on all these figures, but this one looks good. I will not be picking this one up though. And it looks good.
I think you should go with your other Dinobots.
No. I'm good.
You already got Shattered Glass. The sludge? So might as well get this to go with it.
No, they're not samurais.
They can be.
Nope.
They're Shattered Glass. Make your own.
Nope, not trying to do that.
Lore.
Nope, I don't have enough brain cells.
What about this?
I'm raising a 4-year-old.
Or is this something you're going to be picking up?
Yeah, this got pre-ordered.
So this is X-Transbots MX46T Big Load Youth version. So this is the toy version. And can I say what a difference a color scheme makes? This thing looks actually pretty good now that I can see it in color. I hate the other one. But this one, I'm like, this looks like a Constructicon. The other one didn't. It had no purple on him whatsoever. But this looks like a Constructicon.
It looks It looks like the toy, and my only concern is, are those going to be stickers? And I hate to say it, because they did that with the Omnibot that's been released. I hope not, and it probably won't be, but that would be the only thing that would bother me if those are stickers. They didn't do that with their toy version of the Stunticons, but since they introduced stickers, I wonder if they're going to keep on doing that. But I do like this version. It is pre-ordered, and there was hints that it might be released in December because
I didn't see that.
It's limited to 500 pieces worldwide.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I do have to say that my main concern is that gun. It looks way too tiny for him. It looks like the cricket from Men in Black. If you remember that.
Don't remember that.
That's the tiny gun that, anyways.
But also,
yeah, go on.
Those two missiles are limited as well to this.
Oh. That's what I was going to say. I really liked the missiles in this alt mode.
Yeah,
I think that looks really cool. And then there's its combined mode.
Yeah, I don't get
so that. I wouldn't be picking this up, but I think it looks 100 times better than the other one.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be a limited release with the missiles, but then if they re-release it, it's not going to have the missiles. So there goes your 500 limited. So I like them saying 500 with the missiles, and then after that, they're not going to include the missiles. That works for me.
Until they color the missiles in black and put it with a yellow version.
Hey, that's okay. These missiles in purple with this figure only on 500. Got it. Don't come out with 501 and it has these missiles with it. I'll be pissed.
Well, it's not a convention exclusive, so it's not that big of a deal.
There were some others that weren't as well.
Yeah, they didn't tell you to go online to buy it.
200.
Anyways.
Okay.
So he looks pretty good.
Yes.
I wouldn't get it though. Next, let's get into some updates. Oh, there's still a lot. First thing is Tiger Hawk. It looks decent. I don't hate it. I would probably pick this up over the long haul we just saw. Just because that one's more expensive.
Okay, fair enough.
But I hate the waffling in the wings. You see that's like one of the main things. The wings go up this way, and you can see them. And I honestly just found my original Tiger Hawk from when I was a kid. Missing a few pieces here or there. We're not going to talk about that. But it looks almost identical, just with a much less flashy and fun color scheme.
This one does, or the one you
This
found?
one does. This one does. Because the one I found had vacuum chrome and, all this stuff. And, if we look at this mode, it had a tiger hawk head piece that comes over it. So it could be a hawk, you take it off, and it's a tiger. I really like that. And this is missing it. And I get this is probably more show accurate. I don't remember because I don't watch a lot of Transformer shows anymore. But it's not bad. If I could find it on sale, if this was in Ross, I would pick it up in a heartbeat.
I like the purple.
And it scales pretty well. What were you going to say?
Purple.
Yeah. So you should get it. Let's be honest, you're going to be picking it up. You have the Megatron already. You'll be picking this up to go with them.
I like the purple.
Yeah. Well, you also picked up the Megatron, so. Next, we've got Thundertron. And TFW board's members, Lithoma was the Tiger Hawk pictures, and this is Liege Prime. So, are you still picking this up?
I don't like either one of these pictures. I've said it before. I don't like the peg leg.
You could see where that is. You could just peg that right on. That's
right.
Just the picture.
but I don't. Seeing this is making me say no to it.
Yeah,
I don't like the alt mode.
The gray on the back of the alt mode with the tail makes it look really unfinished.
It looks unfinished.
Like it should have been gold or blue or something.
Blue, gold, or white. I don't care. Just something besides
all of those. All three of those.
Yeah.
With it on the arms and the legs and stuff, I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, it's like the silver skin, but on the back, it doesn't look that good.
And I understand there's like gray, you know, brass knuckles around his feet, you know, let's say. But yeah, it does look unfinished, and I don't know. I think I climbed over the fence and back over to the other side. I think this might be like a 35% buy for me now.
For me, this is the issue. This is the original one versus the new one. The shoulder pads are so iconic to this original one that the new one looks horrible to me. Okay. And I know you might not like the original one, whatever. But those shoulder pads are so cool because that's the front legs of the tiger with the claws sticking up. And the new one has these ginormous shoulder pads that don't even go over his shoulders.
I can see why you kept on harping on the shoulder pads. This is my first time seeing the original.
Yeah, and actually seeing them side by side, I was like, that's why I don't like this figure. Everything else looks good. The chest looks better, the head looks better, the arms look better. Honestly, it looks better than the original, but those shoulders really throw me off.
So that's probably going to be another DNA kit that comes out. And you can pop off these shoulders and pop on these Vega claw shoulders on. And yeah, I don't like the original, and I do agree. I think this is definitely an updated version, but I can see where the shoulder pads would throw me as well.
Yeah, I mean it's. I think that's the one part of the old design that was unique.
Very.
Besides the head, like looking at it, it has normal-ish legs, normal-ish arms, but the shoulder pads really brought it to life. And without that, it's kind of a nothing figure.
I get it. I get it. No argument for me here.
Yeah. All right, well, that's not fun. Let's keep moving on. And we've got this. So this is WT Sky Atlas. So this is, I believe, the 3-0 knockoff that actually transforms. So I guess it's not a knockoff. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. And there is a video, which will be linked in the description. And it looks kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to pick it up, but it looks cool. So I think the bigger one is 3-0 and the little one is the transforming one. If I'm seeing it correctly, it might be the other way around. That's how good this looks. I can't tell which one's which. And it comes with this giant axe, which I love. And then the chest actually lights up as well. And finally, we got the alt mode. I actually like this alt mode, and I love that you can armor it up. I always like stupid stuff like that. So I think that's fun. It depends on the price, honestly. I don't need an Optimus in my collection, and I'd rather it be a Nemesis Prime, but this does look cool. And I love that the jetpack stays on during transformation. That's the whole top part of it. And it works for a Cybertronian Optimus Prime. So the transformation did not look fun, though. If you haven't watched it already, go watch it, Bobby, and all of you watching. But it doesn't look bad.
I'm leaning towards taking that money from the last figure we talked about and putting it to this and getting this maybe.
I think you'd rather have this personally in your collection.
Yeah, I don't love it, but it's different and unique enough, yet still close enough to my prime that it makes me want to get it.
Yeah. So I think you should. And then let me know how it is for the Nemesis repaint. The transformation does some really cool stuff. So I'd like to see that in hand. But again, I don't know if it's for me, per se.
Those tires look kind of cool, too.
They do.
The rims. The rims, I should say, not tires. Yeah.
Next, we've got MB26 Saber Team. And these look exactly like I expected. They look great. There's not much to say about them.
There's not much to say about them. They don't look great to me.
They don't. Oh, they look exactly like the Minicons.
They do that, and that's they don't. So they don't look great to me. But I will be picking these up. But they definitely look like there's not a lot there.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting a lot because I know the original toys. So take that as you will.
Yeah, I'm getting them, but yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, I could use my originals still. But
which one's your favorite out of these three?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly probably the top one.
Okay.
Or the middle one.
I always love the middle one. So I think his name's Sonar. Let us know in the comments below which one's your favorite is, because
yeah, I definitely don't remember their names.
Yeah. Okay, let's finish off these updates with something that I'm excited for, and that is Transart's Quick Knife or Quick Switch. This thing looks amazing. I know you're gonna put your head in your hands. This is what I had as a kid. This was my Transformers. They didn't turn into cars when I was a kid. They turned into a Scorpion mixed with a Cobra. And honestly, I probably wouldn't like Transformers as much if they didn't, because I was weird, into Goosebumps and all that stuff. And this is so up my alley. I can't wait. So I'm going to have to be picking this up. I already have it pre-ordered, which I broke my rule of not pre-ordering something before we see the final things. But they adjusted the things.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
Yeah, I know you don't know what I'm talking about. They adjusted the shoulder pads. And here is a colored prototype version, and I love these colors. I always have loved Quick Strike. So it'll be fun to have an actual version of this, an updated version of one of my favorite toys as a kid in hand. I know you're not going to be picking this up, so.
Yeah, this is...
You don't understand Fusors.
No, this is so off of his two. I don't think either one.
I think he likes it. He came up to see it.
No, he's actually consoling me for this. He's just like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah, this is such a swift pass for me. But again, I didn't grow up with it. Don't even know about it. I did see him in the animated when I went back and watched it, and I thought he was terrible there as well. So this is an easy skip for me. I definitely do not like those colors. Those look like I ate something bad.
He's like a Egyptian. He looks like an Egyptian with the teal and the gold.
I don't.
Which makes sense with scorpions and cobras.
It looks like something that I was sick and I ate something bad, and this is what came up.
That's fine, because I'm going to be talking about something that'll probably make you mad in a little bit. Anyways, go pick this up, guys. I think it looks great. I would kill for more fusers, and I want an MP injector yesterday. Let's get into what's incoming. That one would make you vomit. First thing, we've got Magic Square's blue clear windscreen version of Jazz. So it looks fine for what it is. Are you going to be picking this up now that you're a Legends Dabbler?
I am not going to pick this up. It's not in a color scheme or anything that I don't already have. So no, I will not be picking this up. It does look good, for what it is. I like the speakers on the side. I like the I like how he's able to hold the rocket launcher. It's Jazz. He looks good, but I will be passing.
Yeah. The alt mode, it's exactly what you expect.
I don't like the way the alt mode looks. It looks.
I mean, to me, it looks the same, but I'm not a card guy. So.
The material of it doesn't look
Oh, I get what you mean.
It looks cheap. It looks like it looks like I can
I
put
think the door is painted, and the door, because it's with the clear plastic. Let me just go back. Yeah, so see how the door is with the clear plastic, and I believe that makes it look like a different white than the actual molded plastic.
not even. I mean, like it looks like I could roast it on an open fire, or like make s'mores out of it, or something like that. It doesn't. It looks like a marshmallow, or like a. I don't know. It doesn't look like it might be. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I keep thinking marshmallow when I see it.
Okay,
So
well, we got marshmallow jazz now.
yeah, not a fan of the alt mode.
Moving on, you could go ahead and pick up some fourth party seekers. They're the G1 KOs. I thought it was kind of cool to see them all without stickers because we don't usually see that. Missing Ramjet. So he hasn't come out yet, or who knows what's going on with that. But yeah, if you guys still need the seekers, go ahead and G1 seekers, I should say. I think this would be a good alternative. Now, Bobby, I know you've been collecting these reissue. No, not reissues. These KO G1 figures. Are you going to be picking these up?
I will not be picking these up because I actually do have all of these. Something I didn't notice about the picture, though, and it's probably just an error, but the thrust is missing its rear wings. You know, that's the first thing I noticed. But, you know, I remember when I got these as a kid and talking about having to remove the wheel and the front landing gear, having to, you know, not lose the fist. You know, it was definitely hard to keep up with all the parts for these. But I think if I didn't have them, I would be picking these up, though.
Yeah, I have the reissue of Dirge that came out, and I like it. I think it's a fun figure.
Yeah.
But again, I hate that there's nowhere to put the fists.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Byway CW1029 Studio Series Megatron, the finely painted version. It is almost going to be out. It is $29. And it, again, I sound like a broken record. It looks good for what it is, but it's not for me. Not for that price.
Not for any price. He looks like he's the hunchback of Cybertron, you know. I don't.
Yeah, and I always thought that was a little weird for Megatron. Like, I think like Megatron should stand tall, you know.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, so don't like it. This is going to be an easy pass.
Yeah, I think it looks good for what it is, but it's just not for me. But I'm glad that people can go get this mold. You know, probably paint a little better than Hasbro's, because that thing I think sold out pretty fast.
There's a market for it, and again, we say it all the time, but with collecting Transformers, the great thing about it is that whatever your fix is, there's probably something here to itch it, so or scratch it, I should say. Yeah. So this just doesn't scratch my itch.
And this one almost scratches my itch. This is Cheetor's Metal Leopard Commander, I guess is what they call him. It's trans art. Again, they're re-releasing it in a more metallic color scheme. And I have to say, this thing shines. It looks really cool. I had the original one as a kid. And I kind of want it, but at the same time, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of Maximals because I didn't collect any of them. And this isn't my favorite Cheetor. I like the first Cheetor that came out, you know. But this does look really nice. And I don't like the thighs. I'm sorry. I'm sure that's accurate, but I got the Ravage version actually right here. And these thighs are just too big for my liking. It's just unproportional to the rest of him. But I do like it though.
I like the colors.
They're really nice. Yeah.
It really shines, and this is actually the colors are kind of what made me pick up a couple of the trans art figures in general, is because they just really pop on a shelf, you know. And so while I don't like this Cheetor and I don't think I'm gonna get it, if the price is low enough, I might pick it up just because
I think it's $75.
Damn it. That's low enough.
It might be 80. I might be wrong, but I think when I was looking, it was 75.
Yeah.
And it has diecast. So I can guarantee you it has diecast. So I think it's cool. I think it looks really cool. I honestly might pick it up. We'll see. Transart does some good stuff. So.
They do. And again, it's the metallic.
Reasonable stuff, too.
The color will probably look really good on my shelf. Grumble.
It would. Look at how that teal shines.
I'll have to look at it now. Because I saw it, and I totally went past it, because I was just like, I'm not getting that.
The only thing I don't like are how the paws of the cheetah are completely different colors. They're too dark. And that's something that Transart has had with like that Megatron that I think we both have. Mm-hmm. The feet are slightly darker purple than the rest of the chrome purple.
Aren't the beast head his hands?
Yes.
That's the part I didn't like.
So you put them together and then shoot a big laser, I believe, out of them.
That was the part I didn't like about this. I'll have to look again now. It is in my.
I thought as a kid that was a cool transformation, but yeah. I can understand why you wouldn't like that.
Yeah, that is in my price range to buy figures that I don't necessarily love. So that grumble. All
right, well, we'll have to see if he picks this up, but I know you're definitely picking this up. This is Fanstoys Jive, the toy version, and it does look pretty cool. I hate the styling on this thing. The car mode looks great. I hate that the torso area is flat. I hate that the thighs are mostly flat. I hate that the biceps are flat. It looks boring. But I can see the appeal to somebody like you. But this would not make its way anywhere near my collection.
Well, I figured that for a couple of reasons.
I almost pre-ordered this.
Really?
Because I thought the card mode looks so nice. Yeah. And then the pre-order was $20, and I'm like, I'm not putting $20 down on a figure that I know I probably am not going to love. And then you had all the QC issues, and you said the transformation was horrible. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm out.
Well, yeah, the because I opened it and it was like the arm was broken. First QC issue I had with a Fanstoys figure. I was surprised because you're not a car guy and not really a G1er and definitely not an Autobot fan. So those are like the three strikes that I thought you would be out on.
I've always liked Jazz.
Okay.
You know, Jazz rules, okay? I always liked the color scheme, the black and the white with the blue. I like all the toy colors of it. I thought the original G1 toy looked good. I don't have a Jazz on my shelf. But, you know, so I was like, oh, maybe this is the one, and it's not. Especially at the price.
He's full of it. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not full of it. No. Go sit down, Anakin. But I won't say I'm never going to buy this mold, because if they come out with the Ricochet or Stepper, I might be picking it up, because that is, I think, the superior color scheme for this mold. I love the black and gold. So, but as Jazz, I will be skipping out on it.
Yeah, I'll be picking this up. I'm waiting for this to, and I'm seeing that some people are definitely getting this now, so I'm waiting for mine to come. And
it'll be out soon.
Yeah. There goes my wallet. It has no life right now.
Yeah, it's dead. All right, so there's only one thing that's recently released, and let's get into it, and that is Deathsaurus. So you can go pick up Deathsaurus, and I know personally, because these are my pictures, and there I am with the box. It's huge. And here he is.
Oh, that's what we're doing now?
That's what we're doing now. I didn't tell you on purpose. Look at how happy I look. Look at this. Look at that. Here's a little sword.
Oh, that's okay. That's what we're doing now. Okay.
That's what we're doing. Yeah. So you can get yours soon. He has a lot of ratchets. So he's pretty cool. Quick review. I don't know if he's worth the price, but he's definitely neat. He has some heft to him. I think you'll like him.
Okay.
Did you even get a shipping notification yet?
No.
Well, let me tell you something. So mine shipped on the 1st, but I didn't get a shipping notification until the 6th.
You know, did it come through
yours
FedEx?
could already be on its way. It came through FedEx, and it actually shipped out of California, which I thought was weird.
So this is funny.
Like 8 days.
I literally got so I bought 5 of them. So we're talking live.
Anybody wondering?
Yes, I bought 5 of them, and I did get 5 text messages from FedEx today, and I was just like, "What is this?" So that makes me feel
That's
better.
probably them.
Okay. Jeez, but they're still not.
You'll be getting it soon.
Yeah, next week. Okay.
Well, yeah, because the weekend. So
Tuesday, I'll get him.
I will say they did win me over because he does have an ab crunch. Let me just take that. So, you're still looking. You're like, I'm going to see when I can get him. So yeah, there are issues with it, I think, and maybe we'll talk about it. But he's not there.
It looks.
So I'll be happy to see when you get him in stock.
The
it does. It looks really good.
Yeah. Really good.
The main thing I hate is that's as far as his arms could bend.
Yeah.
They didn't add any double joints or anything like that. And then like the inside of his wrists, I feel like they should have made those black because that stands out to me. Now these are nitpicks though. So, I haven't transformed him yet. And the throne, let me know what you think about the throne, because the throne does feel a little cheap. The plastic feels really light and cheap. So I'll be interested to see when you get that in. Oh, yes. There you go. Now he's transformed correctly. So, yeah, look forward to our review on this. We'll be doing it sometime when Bobby finally gets them in.
Jeez. Yeah, so next week, I guess. All right. James over here.
All right, Bobby. Yeah. I didn't tell you on purpose. So why don't you tell them what they should do, Bobby?
So help me out. Forget about James since he likes keeping secrets and everything from us. So definitely go ahead and subscribe. Like we said at the beginning of the video, please click that bell so you'll be notified when we do the review on this figure that James isn't talking about, or just to keep up with other times James doesn't want to share notifications with us. Make sure you share this video with your friends, your family, grandma, of course. And I think comment. We love talking to you in the chats. Please let us know if we missed anything, if you're picking up anything, if you're not picking up anything, why we should get it, why we shouldn't get it. We definitely love the feedback. And I think I covered everything non-sharer over there.
I think you're good. Yes. Hey, I did it for the fans. I wanted to show it off in front of you. So I am the Decepticon after all, and this is James signing out. We'll see you guys very, very soon.
And as always, till all debates are won.